Hello there, and welcome to another Hunter-Killer quest, Hunt by the Fabled Harpooner. Weapon class, this time, the hammer. The hand-pick weapon of choice is the frozen core. Rather than choosing a random weapon, I wanted to try out a nice weapon, or a nice hammer, versus the Barroth, since we tried the Lance ice weapon. If I do used water and fire before in a previous Barroth quest, I'd like to try this one out as well. Ice does nice amount of damage to Barroth constantly, with either armor on or off, the mud armor. And this is actually a really nice hammer for this stage. Has pretty much the highest raw available, or the second highest actually. An okay ice elemental damage, and a decent amount of sharpness, especially for a hammer. Compared to the other hammers that we have available, let's see, starting from left to right again, Plume Flint, we've used it before, nice against the Barroth, fire damage does nice. Can't even speak today. Let's birth both the Barroth and the Great Jaggi nicely. Raw is okay, sharpness is okay again, so it's an okay weapon all around version in this quest. The Splash Hammer, to do the Splash Hammer, that's more raw than the Plume Flint, more water elemental but loses on sharpness. Pretty much stays roughly the same all around. Slightly less effective the water damage versus the Great Jaggi, but not by that much. The Warhammer, not your better choice, since you have equal raw, better raw weapons that have on top of that elemental damage. This is just a raw with okay, slightly below okay amount of green sharpness. You have better options. The Numbing Bird, decent amount of sharpness, could do better. Nice raw as well, and comes with possible paralysis. So it's a nice possible weapon for both the Barroth and the Great Jaggi. Bone Bludgeon Plus, only real advantage is that it has a slot, and so far none of the other hammers had any slots. Otherwise it has decent raw and sharpness, but just that, raw and sharpness. Carapace Hammer, the highest raw available, a nice amount of sharpness, good defense, boosts your defense a bit more. The only downside is that small amount of negative affinity. It's not by much, so you could still make good use of its raw damage. The Ball Hammer, it's stats wise it's not that good. If you use it, it's just because of its looks, for Ball Fango looks. Raw is okay, but the downside is the yellow starting sharpness. Any lack of green just makes that raw amount a bit weak. The Gasp, similar to the Ball Hammer, just with less raw damage even, starts at yellow sharpness, but does have a slot. However, if you need a slot, you can just go for the Bone Bludgeon. You have the same raw, you have green sharpness, and you have a slot. So there you go. As well, I'm actually using the Lagombi arm set. Counts with lasting power, evade distance and cold resistance. Also has heat resistance negated, negative, causing heat surge. So I've gemmed that out, although you can easily negate that with a cold drink, or won't have any effect. The skill while you're under the effects of a cold drink, so that's not a problem. Especially since you have lasting power, that means it will last longer. I've gemmed in the speed gather as usual. Lasting power, if I do bring what they call the dash juices, they will last longer, for example, as well. Though I don't think we'll be using them. The skill I'm most interested in is the evade distance. I want to see how this will affect my fighting results. If I can actually dodge more attacks because of the greater distance travelled while rolling out of the way. And pretty much because there's no other armors that really boost. You can have arm sets that have KO damage, making it easier to KO the monster. It's not that hard to begin with, so don't only gravy if you really want them. Might as well see what I can have here. What about these two? What do they give? No, there's no slugger. Where's the slugger usually? Here. Yeah, why not? Let's go for it. Let's go for slugger if we can. If not, doesn't matter. Only real downside is that since they're not fresh, I won't have any boost to stamina. Got fighter instead. Fighter? What does fighter do? Keep forgetting what they do. Damage by the shadow bolt. Just a... well, we're not going to be using that. So first thing is going to be to use some of the rations. Might as well, they're always there. And give Cha-Cha cold drinks this time. And off we go. Get the rations ready. Now this armor set can be used effectively in this area at night time, since you have areas that are cold in the desert rather than hot. Or just use it in the tundra or any cold areas that you might find in the game. I think that's one stamina bar. And let's take the second one. We like. Oh. Come on, pop out. I can't believe that. It was too far away. Well, I thought it was close enough, but I guess I was wrong. I'll release it too soon because I'm running out of stamina. Still no hits on the monster, and he gets first blood. Okay, being a bit clumsy today. Okay, nice break there. Missing a lot of hits. Gonna roll in mud by the looks of it, yeah. Take the opportunity, see if we can land one on the head. Not too late. Ooh, still hit me with that. Still not doing many hits to the head. Oh. I couldn't roll because I was low in stamina. Ooh. Didn't pay much attention to that stamina bar. Okay, so sorted finally. Nice. Mud comes off. And the headpiece comes off. Whoa, that was a nice quick kill. Considering I missed a few times. So where's the headpiece gone? Is he laying on top of it? I can't actually see it. Did I carve it already? I honestly can't see it. Got one ridge. Well, I must have carved it already. No. Got 3 carves here. I just can't see it. Don't know where it is. I'm completely blind. And now it's too late. Oh well. Let's finish this. Mind boggled. Can't really tell if the game just didn't let me carve it, or I just couldn't see it anywhere. That's one less annoyance to worry about. Let's see if we can find it in time. Not here. Probably should go down this way. And there it is. There's the brake. This is a powerful weapon. Cool. Going too far off, mate. Yeah, that's better. A bit annoying when he just spams that attack. Okay, he's dead. Oh, come on, I thought I was going to kill it before. No, I guess not. Maybe if I had started with green sharpness, I would have. No, still not dead. And there we go. So that was a okay quest. Okay, quest info, first page. Yeah, just below the 10-minute mark. Okay, might as well go back to the mining area to get some more minerals. Always handy. Let's see, there's two. I think there's about 3 rock spawns here. 2 or 3, at least 2 that we can see off. See if we can get over there somewhere. There's about 1, 2, 3 in that general area on that side. One that usually appears here, and here we go, this one. Oh, we missed it. There's one that appears in the crack next to it. Another one that is opposed to where the mushroom spawn is. So yes, there's roughly a good chunk of rocks to mine there. Rewards wise, right, there's still no frills in the main rewards. I'm starting to think that really have changed that. Let's see what this is. Defense lock +6. That's a good, interesting skill, especially versus monsters that tend to lower your defense. I'm guessing that could be useful versus the infamous Devil Joe. Anyway, this has been the Fabled Harpooner, hunting a Barroth and a Great Jaggi with the Ice Hammer, the Frozen Core, and the Legombi arm set. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time, and good hunting.